Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, this is Proxify here, backing up for another Prox Guide of Ori, and the Wisps. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we're still here in Baur Reach. We just got a brand new ability now known as the Light Burst functionality, which this move is going to be really helpful throughout the next parts of the other ways out here in Baur Reach, because I know that previously before, when it first arrived on into this way, there was those said type of cauldrons that did have like that said type of light burst that we did need to kind of jump up into some higher ledges, or even doing some other different like trick shots as well to like hit some of those different type of little I guess like structures and whatnot to at least get most of this type of ice like all defrosted and whatnot. Well, however, since we do have this light burst now, well, we can do it at any given moment in time, which that is really nice to go and do. And even if we want to go and head back to some of the previous areas, maybe that light burst will be a really big help to go and pick up with some other said rewards later on. Now, I have to say that throughout here in Baur Reach, this has been an absolute struggle for me. And going throughout this whole entire area and trying to figure out where I need to go has been really tricky. Like, the other different places that I've been to, you know, like throughout the Luma pools and like the Wellspring and all those other different places that we went to, hasn't really been all that too difficult. Like, I didn't really need like anything of like a walkthrough related type of thing or whatever for me to kind of at least figure out what we do need to do here all together, trying to head on into Ori, and the Wisps. But this one, I have to say, I've been using like a lot of different help so far, trying to figure out where I need to go in Baur Reach. Like, this place is just absolutely like a backtrack central type of thing, because like once you go and do like one type of like defrosting and one type of part, then you have to go and return all the way back there, do some other type of other things, and then you have to go back to the other previous main situation that you went to the last time. It's just crazy, I have to say. But there we go. Another structure part is now finally taken care of there. But we do actually have now, with the said type of Grolic ore, even though that we got ourselves completely destroyed by that bug. So we will have to go and make sure to pick that back up again. Now, later on, throughout your way here in Baur Reach, you should be able to find at least some sort of a detour type of spot, and it's actually going to lead you all the way back to the actual said Wellspring later on, because you will be able to go and meet up with that Grom guy once again if you ever do want to go and do any more other type of rebuilding and whatnot. But yes, so just like how we did it from the last time when it first got the light burst ability, you can also go and hit some of those different lamps there, and then that will also kind of open up on different type of ways as well too. So be on the lookout for any of those, because that will actually at least somewhat help you get yourself guided through most of the other different parts here. But here's another monkey here. We're gonna go and talk to him. Seems like he's getting himself a little bit chillaxed here in his little den with his fireplace and whatnot. Unfortunately, that type of wall right there is not going to be getting all destructed, because you have to find like a little bit more of a, I think, a more darker tone type of bluish color, then you can be able to go and destroy it on some of these. Now, for what we're going to probably have to go and do, it seems like we are going to have to use our light burst functionality again and try to hit that type of bug or whatever that type of enemy that's all the way up there. Those type of Venus flytrap enemies, because they're the ones that are going to be helping out a little bit to at least kind of fly up into a little bit more of a higher spot. Like, this is like the problem that I always kind of have here in Baur Reach, is that like using all this like light burst type of stuff, like it seems really cool, but it's also really tricky and really hard to like try to get around into other different places. But there we go, and I think by now we should hopefully at least be able to hit that lamp right there, because if we can, I'm pretty certain that we should be able to get that door now finally opened up, and that will lead us right back to that save point, which, by the way, since we do have that save point now, we can always go and transfer ourselves right back to that place and be able to get ourselves healed up whenever we do need to. So that's always really nice to go and have. So we're going to try it out again, and there we go. And I think we just got it, and the door's now finally opened up, so that's all good as well. And let's go and make sure that we save from all that annoying backtracking and other stuff that we've been kind of moseying around with here. Alright, now this is where we are going to have to use our light burst functionality again, because this is the one way that we're going to have to at least somewhat blast ourselves on over here. And just make sure that you time out your light burst as well, because sometimes if you don't really time it out right away, you will potentially fall off or basically fall down into another area where you don't really want to have to be at anymore. There we go. Seems like we are going to have to at least use the little vine plant here that's going to have to drop us down soon. But yeah, we're getting pretty much close to the boss territories there. But there is some other things that we can go and do, which I'm going to do that here first in this video before getting on into the actual said boss itself. Because I do need to do some research to figure out how we are going to be able to battle with the said boss that is going to be here. So we do have this tree that's blocking in the way, but the one thing that we can go and do is that we are going to have to light up with our light burst here and hopefully hit that that little ice wall there, and just like that we did it. And there's no other type of way for us to go and head on into that area. Seems like they're already kind of blocking us off from there. So we are just going to have to climb up the tree and keep on heading up through this way. Now, this whole area is like a big, huge circle in itself. Like, unfortunately, you will have to, like, hit this type of, I guess, little, like, type of breakable wall that's there from the behind way there, because you can't really go and do it from the front. So we are going to have to kind of jump on these Venus flytrap plants as we go along through here. You can't go and try to pick up with that type of orb if you want to. That one was a little bit hard to go and try to see if I could grab it, but I'm not even going to even worry about it, though. Alright, so far so good. Now we just have to make sure that we don't get ourselves injured. But jump up like this, hit the lamp if you can. And we should at least be able to now get all the water and everything all taken care of down below. Keep on jumping through, and we already made it through this area now. And here we are. So after having to go through the underwater little part there and having to blast yourself all the way up, back up into this part now, we are going to have to jump into somewhat of a gauntlet battle. So we are going to be seeing these annoying dudes once again, and they are going to be bringing out not one but two of these set enemies here. So after a little bit of some battling out here, I think by now, now we at least get somewhat of an opening with some wind that we can go and interact with. But however, before we go and actually encounter up with the said boss, because he is all the way up at the very highest point right there, we're actually going to head all the way down to the very far bottom part now, because what we're going to do is actually find some keystones. And it seems like we could probably interact with a said type of time trial mission again, just like how we did before when we went about it with a ghost Ori, that we had to at least try to get a reward about all that. We may probably do it again for the next video, which I may possibly go and do. So here we go. So here's the first of many keystones that we're going to have to go and pick up. Now just be a little bit careful though, because there's a lot of spikes everywhere. And I know that there's also going to be some flying enemies as well too. That's just going to kind of like drop down on you. So we're going to go and try this out again, and hopefully this is going to at least somewhat work here. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to try it out again. We're going to make it through that way. Just watch out for the watch out for the drop down enemies here. And there should be at least two different keystones here in this particular area. There are some orbs that you can also go and grab for extra more currency for those. And let's see. This is where you have to be a little bit timely on that one, but unfortunately I just went and just run and gun that whole entire part. But whoa, there we go, made it through, got the other keystone, and there's just only one more to go, as you guys already get to witness right there. I don't think there is any type of enemies, but there is a lot of spikes everywhere though. There we go. Made it through there, and I think by now, we can at least fall down into our little ledge spot. So yeah, just coming around into a little bit more deeper into the spot, this is where we'll be able to start reaching all the way back to where the said wellspring area is going to be pretty soon. So we're just going to go all the way down over here. And I believe this is actually some person's house here that we can go and meet up with. Yeah, we got this type of mole guy that's over here. I know that we went and seen him before. This is with Varel. So this is his kitchen, and I guess we could also go and probably use his type of pot there or whatever to at least maybe get like another type of flame burst going if there is any other type of hidden rewards up top or something. But yeah, so if we go and head all the way back over here, you guys may probably remember that this spot was the place that almost kind of led us into Baur Reach. But yeah, so we still got that little side mission going on with Grom there, but we'll have to wait for that for another time. But heading all the way down below, though, underneath Varel's home, you can actually go and get yourself with another special shard ability here. And this is where we're going to end off for today, so see you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.